Good morning, YouTubers. I'll apologize ahead of time. Currently, my camera is broken and such. You get a still and my voice. Um, Recently, by recently I mean within the last 24 hours, I've read an article via the Huffington. Excuse my drunkenness. The Huffington Post, in which a suicidal mother loaded her 4 children into a minivan and drove off a boat ramp into the frigid Hudson River. That is a quote by Michael Hill of the Associated Press for the Huffington Post. Um, the story goes on really to highlight that let me make sure I'm correct here. Despite this not being video, I'd like to not to be spitting out erroneous information. She survived by her son. Her son being by the first name LaShawn. I'm too lazy right now to read it all off to you. I'll provide the link. If you're capable of making it to this YouTube video, you gotta be capable of reading. So, fucking read. Uh, I'll go on, I guess. Uh, it would seem that what happened is upon her crashing into the water, awaiting sinking, she exclaimed to her children, "If I'm going to die, you are going to die with me." Uh, and LaShawn wasn't having that shit. His survival is due to fighting to open a window and making it to shore. Um, I could go on about a lot in this, really. This is an African American single mother family, by the way. I've grown with such selfish strains. Uh, Really, I simply applaud this kid. I think it's great that that his nature was able to push him to say, "Fuck this bitch. I'm gonna keep on living." So I don't know about you guys. This whole being alive thing, it comes with its downfalls, but it's fairly awesome. I mean, I've been doing pretty good at it for 24 years, and I can't complain. But fuck this lady. Her aunt, who is currently in the care of young LaShawn, the aunt being Angela Gilliam, goes on to say about the mother, she was a good mother. She was going through some stuff. Nobody knows what my niece went through. And this is a sentiment I've heard a number of times in my life. Uh, I'm fairly certain no matter what troubles this woman was dealing with, someone else in all of existence has persevered through said troubles. Like, granted, America may not be that fantastic, but really, how bad could it have been? This is a woman who maintained a home. Her kids, probably by world standards, weren't well educated, but nevertheless were privy to a reasonably substantial level of education. You know, this woman probably wasn't nearly as disenfranchised as she would see herself. So that she could reach such an end, it's it's not really a detriment, not only to her children, well, the surviving child, I should say, but to anyone. Fuck her. I go even further as to say, fuck anyone who's in her shoes, who's considering killing themselves. I say bite the fucking bullet. Don't go as far as to take the time to drown yourself, cause that just seems like it's a really shitty death. I mean, I've tried killing myself by overdose, of course, and well, it's obvious I fucking failed. I failed miserably. But man, if her and I both know anything, well, say knew anything, uh, there, there's there are far easier ways to take yourselves out than to drown yourself. But aside from that, fucker, what are we losing? Really? What is this kid losing? He lost a shit mom who, despite being a proclaimed good mother by her Aunt Angela, uh, really couldn't have been that fucking great. Seems rather possessive. She couldn't simply accept that she no longer cared to live. She had to bring her children to her will, as though if they carried on without her, their life would inherently just, it'd be worse. And I'd go as far as to say she couldn't be any more wrong. Fuck her. You wanna die? Fucking die. Get to it. I'll help you pull the fucking trigger. To be quite honest, fuck her. This kid, this world, we lost nothing. We lost nothing other than a selfish, weak human. I could use other nouns, but she's undeniably human. She's no less human than you or I because she chose to do this. Weak? Yes. I'll say that again and again. Is fucking weak. Just an absolute puss. I've been homeless. I've had to kill my food. And I'm still fucking kicking. I'd like to think that if I could handle that, there's nothing this broad was going through. Nothing. That she couldn't have survived. And maybe she wouldn't have. Maybe simply the stress of dealing with who she was would have killed her. As I'm sure that anyone who accepts science can understand that there've definitely been a number of stress-related deaths in the history of mankind. That's irrefutable. But fuck. At least it's the stress killing her. At least she fucking fought. What is her life worth? What is any life worth, really? Probably not much. But if the average life is worth nothing, well, if every life, right, to say average is really, it it doesn't do justice to what my intention is. If every I could really go on all fucking day. I could. Uh, really, I could sum this audio portion up to to this. Fuck her. Fuck anyone like her. And fuck the kids that died. Fuck them. Really. That we lost absolutely nothing. One out of four kids had the drive to stay alive. Had enough within him to say, uh, yeah, I'm gonna keep surviving. Fuck you guys. And he got out of that bitch. And I applaud him. I applaud him to no ends. What sympathies this woman owed? Really? In what was she a good mother? Hey, I can't handle life. You fuckers might as well die with me too. Doesn't sound much like a good mother. Kinda just sounds like a selfish sack of shit, worthy of dying. Someone should have put a bullet in her head sooner. But that's just me. If you disagree, I really don't fucking care. Fuck you. I'm just as weak as she is. Go ahead and kill yourselves too. In fact, please kill yourselves while listening to this audio. Such a news post would get me a bit rock hard. I like that. That would be cool. There seems to be this prevalent well, ideology within the black community that children are a possession. You know, I've been told numerous times by my mother, hey, I brought you into this world, I can take you out. As though my very existence was contingent upon her approval and nothing else. Never mind that I was a complete bastard. Yeah. Never mind that at least one of the two members that it took to mate me thought that I should be aborted. None of that. I simply exist because she said so. In such, should she care to take herself out, no, hey, I made you. Why can't I take you? That reasoning lacks any sound logic. I go as far as to say it lacks any logic. Period. It's purely selfish, which is it's in our nature. I can't necessarily fault this woman for being selfish, and I won't. We as humans are inherently selfish, but fuck. If I'm gonna kill myself, I'm gonna kill myself. My son can go on being a fatherless child. At least as a fucking mom, she's still alive, unless she decides to off herself with me, in which case he's fucked. But damn, what is it? What did her life amount to? Hunt seemed to be convinced this is a very great woman, a very hardworking individual apparently, but it was all for naught. She She just fucking killed herself in the end. You know, it's taken this time to realize that I'm kind of just circling around in my frustration. I'll end with this. If you're considering killing yourself, either do it or shut up about it. Fucking kill yourself. Trust me. Despite the woe of those who care for you, the world won't be missing much. And if you're considering killing yourself in the future, don't waste too much time. Shit or get off the pot. Kill yourself or don't. Don't waste my time seeking for sympathy. You won't find it. I'll help you pull the trigger. As I believe I've said previously. This has been some black guy venting. Hopefully someone kills themselves while listening to this. That'd fucking make my day. Again, my camera's broken. Enjoy whatever still I put up for you. Subscribe, like, favorite. Fuck off.